Hey everyone, this is BF Warmer or BW179, as many people know me on the Acorn Cafe, and I'm here to talk about about the most popular Disney series of all time. Now, there's been a lot of popular Disney series that have come down the pipeline in the past 20-something year, over 20 years. For example, one of the most popular of all time is Gummy Bears. I mean, they lasted for about for about 6 seasons on ABC and syndication, and then you had DuckTales, who ended up getting the whole movie back in 1990. And then you had shows like Tailspin, which had a kind of a cinema-like quality to it. Then you had Darkwing Duck, which was inspired by Darkman. Then you had Goof Troop, which spawned the Goofy movie, an extremely goofy movie. Then you had Bonkers, which was based around Roger Rabbit or inspired by Roger Rabbit. Then you had the Gargoyles, which was Disney's first dark dramatic series. It had a little humor in it, but very dramatic, very dark as well. And then you had Timon and Pumbaa, which was based off the Lion King's Timon and Pumbaa. Then you had Aladdin, which obviously was based off Aladdin. Then you had, I'm trying to think. Oh yeah, you had the short-lived Snookums and Meat, which was nothing more than a rip-off to capitalize on the Ren and Stimpy popularity. Then you had Mighty Ducks, which was based off the NHL team and inspired by the movies, but the characters, however, were totally different. They were alien ducks. Then you had Quack Pack, which was kind of a spin-off of DuckTales. You had Donald and Daisy in there, and Teenage Huey, Dewey, and Louie. And then you had Hercules, and then I think also, lastly, you had 101 Dalmatians. I think Dalmatians came before Hercules, yeah. But those, in the past couple years, have been some of the most popular and unpopular series of all time from Disney. I think I should have mentioned the Wuzzles, which came out about the same time as Gummy Bears. But these are Disney afternoon-related shows I'm talking about. And like I said, one of the most popular I want to talk about is the Rescue Rangers. Chip 'n Dale Rescue Rangers, which debuted in 1989. That's right, 1989 is when the Rescue Rangers first debuted on television. Now, a lot of people speculate, did they debut a year before, in 1988? Well, maybe to some they did, maybe to some they didn't, but I think the majority of fans will agree it was 1989. Because I remember, as a matter of fact, in the spring of 1989 on the Disney Channel, there was sneak previews of the Rescue Rangers being shown. And then in September of 1989, it was shown in syndication, and then in September of 1990, it was brought in as a part of the Disney Afternoon 2-hour block. But the Rescue Rangers are one of the most popular shows Disney has ever done. As a matter of fact, it's had a cult following since the very beginning. Since the beginning, and the popularity of the series reached record highs for Disney. I think Disney has acknowledged at times, even Tad Stones, who worked for the series, has acknowledged that the Rescue Rangers is probably the most popular series to come out. And because the series was just, it was just something about the series that made it popular. I mean, it's just uniqueness. It was not just the writing, which had great writing and everything. And great storytelling and great animation at times, but it had great characters. Of course, you had the classic characters of Chip and Dale, who were sort of like the leaders of the group. But then you had these new characters that really, caught your interest, caught your eye. One of them being Monterey Jack, who was an Australian strongmouth. And throughout the series, we saw his parents coming for a visit. His dad, Cheddarhead Charlie, and then his mom, Clarabelle Kate. But there was one thing about Monterey that really made him popular among a lot of fans as well. The fact that he had a weakness for cheese. That's right. Anytime Monterey was in the vicinity of cheese, didn't matter if it was a large piece of cheese that was sealed in a crate, as we saw in To the Rescue, or just the tiniest piece of cheese as well, he would go absolutely crazy for it. And that's what made him popular among fans that like him. As a matter of fact, there's a lot of websites dedicated to Monterey Jack because of that. Another character that was part of the team was Zipper. Zipper actually has lived alongside Monterey Jack in sort of like a sidekick, kind of best pal sort of deal. And he tries his best to keep Monterey out of trouble. But Zipper also, during the series, which was well written, feels underprivileged at times and feels underlooked. In other words, no one notices him or gives him a chance to prove himself as a member of the team. And that is what's made him popular among fans now as well. But the most popular character to come out of that series, besides Chip and Dale, besides Monterey Jack, and besides Zipper, and besides the one-shot or two-shot characters that appeared, was none other than Gadget Hackwrench. That's right, Gadget Hackwrench. Now here's a character that a lot of fans truly enjoyed. I mean, let me give you an example of what I mean by truly enjoyed. My older sister, used to watch the series alongside me, and she used to draw very well. I don't know if she still draws at times in her spare time, but she used to draw very well. And there were times she would have tracing paper, or regular drawing paper, and you would see different designs, different versions of Gadget she would make. She would make Gadget in a Hawaiian dress, in a Chinese dress, with black hair, brown hair, gold hair, blonde hair, whatever. She would do it. And that's the same with any other fans that enjoys Gadget as well. The one thing that made Gadget unique and popular, very popular among fans, was the fact that she was very inventive. She was the only female member of the team that was smart, that was the brains of the outfit. She was the inventor. I mean, most of other series, doesn't matter if they're Disney or not, usually the inventor is a boy or a man, and he's the brains of the group. Here, Disney made Gadget, a mouse, a female mouse, the brains and the inventor of the group, which really, I think, connected to a lot of fans, especially the female fans, which proved that girls and women can do anything that men and boys can do, probably better. But anyway, this is what made Gadget so unique among fans because of that, but also the fact that she was also scatterbrained at times. At times she would go on and she would keep talking and talking and talking until Monterey Jack would have to keep her quiet. And made her very popular. One of the things that also a lot of fans talk about with Gadget is the fact that she has a past that was never really delved into, except for a brief moment into The Rescue, when it was revealed that her father, who Monterey was taking Chip and Dale to meet, had passed away a year before. The thing about but also the thing about a character like Gadget is the fact that every now and then she can show her feminine side. For example, in 2 episodes, which are Double O Chipmunk and Mind Your Cheese and Q's, she is shown wearing a dress. Basically throughout most of Double O Chipmunk, she's wearing a dress, she's wearing makeup, she's wearing a wig, she's wearing high heels and jewelry. In the latter half of Mind Your Cheese and Q's, she's wearing the same thing, but with less makeup and just her hair brushed down. But these are the qualities that made Gadget very popular among fans. The fact that she was everything that you would need in a woman, if you would find that kind of woman in the world. She was brainy, she was inventive, she was kind, sweet, and she was very feminine at times. But she could also show her attitude. In other words, she could show a mean streak, and a mean streak that, well, you'd want to just basically stay away from her at that time when she would show it. And a prime example of that is Dirty Rotten Diapers. Other characters that appear in the show that became popular among fans and even got some websites of their own are Foxglove the Bat, who appeared in Good Times, Bad Times and fell in love with Dale, or developed a crush on Dale, and Tammy the Squirrel, who was a teenage, young adult squirrel who fell in love with Chip. Other characters that appeared were Queenie the Bee, who Zipper fell in love with, Kanina LaFleur, who was voiced by the legendary Carol Channing, who appeared in 2 episodes, and the Pirates, who appeared in 2 episodes as well. But overall, this series was a very popular series for Disney, to the point that Comic Zone magazine, in 1991, when DuckTales came out, around that time, had mentioned that Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers was going to get this feature film theatrical treatment that DuckTales had just gotten with Treasure of the Lost Lamp. However, because Treasure of the Lost Lamp bombed at the theaters, and basically the critics didn't help at all either, that never came to pass. Although there's a lot of Ranger fans like myself that hope someday things can change. Perhaps not. But one of the goals of the Ranger fans was accomplished in 2005 and in 2006 when Volume 1 of the Chip and Dale Rescue Ranger series was released in a 4-disc box set, and Volume 2 was released as a 4-disc box set in 2006. And although this was a goal for many fans, the goal is yet complete because a lot of fans are still waiting for Volume 3 to come out, which will be a 2-disc set. Another thing that helped make the Rangers popular was the fact that the theme song was performed in a pop version of the theme song was performed at the time by pop group the Jets, who were known for hits like Crush on You, Make It Real, You Got It All Over Him. The Jets, who sang those songs, sang the pop version for the Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers theme song. But overall, this series was a very, very popular series among fans, still is today, and there's a lot of fans that continue to bring the Rangers to life through fan fiction, fan art, and many other various ways. As a matter of fact, one of the most popular stories I suggest if you are new to the Rangers you go and read in fan fiction is the story of Mice and Mayhem, written by Fish. So until next time, this is BF Warmer, BW179, signing off with my opinions, my thoughts on Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers.